Hi there, welcome to this week's Weekend Warrior video. I'm Mike Watchmaker, National Handicapper for Daily Racing Forum. A lot of three-year-old stakes around the country on Saturday. I'm going to talk about three of them. Two of them are Derby points races. I'm going to talk about the Withers at Aqueduct, the Swale Stakes at Gulfstream, and the Holy Bull also at Gulfstream. Let's begin with the Withers. And yeah, I know there's only a field of seven in here, but I think it's a very interesting race. There's a lot of depth in this race. There's arguments, cases can be made for many, if not all, the horses in this race. So, I think it's an interesting betting race. It's certainly better betting race than an 11-horse field where you could throw seven horses out automatically. The one I went with was Moretti. Moretti got the job done at odds on over Maidens last time out, but notably he did so at this 1.8 mile distance over Aqueduct's main track, the same service he'll be running on Saturday. And it was a good performance. He was caught 3 wide on the first turn. He ducked out in mid-stretch and then ducked back in the late running. And he's getting blinkers on this time, and I think the blinkers will really, really help him. And I think they'll help him focus and maintain a straight course. And I also like Moretti's first start, 2 starts back, when he was second to a very nice colt in Bourbon War, who recently won an allowance race at Gulfstream Park with an 89 Beyer speed figure. So despite many options in this race, it's Moretti for me and the Withers. Let's move down to Gulfstream and talk about the Swale Stakes. That's race 10. It's right before the Holy Bull Stakes. And the one I want in here is Seismic Jolt. Seismic Jolt has just been a completely different horse since he moved to dirt 2 starts back. He made his first 2 career starts on turf. He moved to dirt 2 starts back, and he's galloped in both races. And as impressive as his performances look on paper, they're even more impressive when you consider the fact that he was very close to hot early paces in both of those outings. He is stretching out an added furlong, and he is meeting a tougher brand of animal in this spot. But this is a horse that they really paid up for. His sire stands for $20,000. He was purchased for $800,000 at auction. I think he's got still plenty of room to improve, and I think he is the main speed in this race. It's Seismic Jolt for me in the Swale Stakes. Let's wrap up this week's video Weekend Warrior with the Holy Bull at Gulfstream. This is at 1.16 miles, another Derby points race. I'm probably crazy going against Maximus Mischief in here. He's frankly a very likely winner. He was impressive winning the Remsen, stretching his speed around 2 turns. He's earned 3 Beyer figures in his career of 94, 98, 97. All 3 of those Beyers are better than what anyone has ever earned, anyone else in this field has ever earned. So he's clearly the horse to beat. But I thought Epic Dreamer had a puncher's chance for an upset in here. And the reason why I thought so was certainly had nothing to do with his performance in the Springboard Mile last time out, because he did not run well in that race. Even if he was bumped in mid-stretch, he wasn't getting anything when he was bumped. His win 2 starts back, going 1.16 miles at Belmont, was solid, but I really liked his debut win. In that debut victory, he was a good second to Vekoma, who came back to win the Nashua Stakes in his next start with a 97 Beyer speed figure. He really gave Vekoma a pretty good battle, and he finished well ahead for the runner-up honors over Mijos, who came back to win his next 2 starts, who's also in this race and who most recently won the Mucho Macho Man Stakes. I thought that was a real hot race that Epic Dreamer ran in. I'm willing to forgive him his failed attempt at the Springboard Mile if he's the right price, and I think Maximus Mischief's going to be a heavy favorite here. I think Epic Dreamer will be a pretty square price in this spot. That's the way it looks for this week's Weekend Warrior video. Good luck.